What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I'm back to tell you about a Dragon Ball tournament. Now, I know I've already told you about a Keyforge tournament today. Sorry, this is where the news is. And I know it's been a little while since I've been covering Dragon Ball Super. I've not been making videos on it as much as I had planned to. Hopefully we can get back to more of these in the future. But as it stands at the moment, I am extremely excited that there is going to be a fairly large Dragon Ball tournament happening in the UK. And it is going to be happening at the UK Games Expo in the last weekend of May. Now, for those of you that don't know, the UK Games Expo is a very large, I suppose, celebration of tabletop gaming. There are hundreds of exhibitors, loads of games to play, open play areas that can get 1,000 people playing games at once, etc, etc. I've talked about it on this channel before because that's where they're having a Vault Tour for Keyforge, which incidentally is why I will be attending the UK Games Expo. And not to boast, totally got myself a press pass for that. I saw a little YouTube channel that had less than 100 subs that got one, and I thought, well, if they've got one, I can have one. Turns out I could. I am delighted. So I will be there. Will I be participating in any of these tournaments? If there is any chance whatsoever. I'm committed to playing in the Vault Tour for Keyforge, but believe me, ladies and gentlemen, if I can make it over to play in any of these, I absolutely will. Now, it is at the NEC and Hilton Hotels in Birmingham. Around the time these events are happening, those hotels get very, very booked very, very quickly. And there's only about 6 weeks until this happens. So if you do want to attend this tournament, please get your hotel booked nice and early. Now, firstly, just a quick shout out. They are looking for judges. So if you are a Dragon Ball judge and you are interested, please go sign up. Now, here's a quick look at the schedule, and you can see straight off the bat, there's a lot going on. There are 2 sealed tournaments for Series 4, 2 sealed tournaments for Series 5, a single-player tournament, and a team tournament all going on at once. And anyone who reaches the top 3 in the single and team tournaments are going to get early invites to the finals of the 2019 European Championship. So if you want to qualify for Europeans, this is a good place to do so. And the good news is they are packing it out with prizes. So you can see on the screen here, the prizes are fairly generous. I mean, to participate, you get 1 pack each of Event Pack 1, 2, and 3, a playmat, and a large storage box. And it goes up from there. If you're in the top 50%, you get a better playmat. If you make top 16, you get a top loader and Gogeta sleeves. I'll show you all these in a moment. If you make it to 3rd place, you get a deck case freezer design. I know only 3 people get them. That's going to be one heck of a box. A top 3 playmat and an invite. Pop it up to 2nd, you get a top 2 playmat. Oh, and also you're getting escalating event packs. So you're actually up to 10 by this point. And then 1st place, you get 15 of those. Honestly, as you go up through, the only thing you really gain from 3rd to 2nd to 1st is that you get a few more event packs and a better playmat. They don't escalate like they should. Now, I do have to point out here there is a little bit of controversy because, as some people have pointed out, equivalent tournaments in the US have had, let's say, significantly better pricing. So Nathan Mills did go and point this out on the Facebook group, and if you look at the US, the player who comes in first, and I know the picture's a little hard to read, my apologies for that, they get, wait for it, 11 Series 6 boxes and a $175 travel voucher. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Bearing in mind, each of those boxes goes for, let's say, somewhere in the region of $100. That's a little bit ridiculous. 2nd place then gets 5 Series 6 boosters, and 3rd place gets 4 boxes, and then 4th to 8th place, unfortunately, only gets a single box. So now, when you get into the final, you're playing for 6 extra boxes of the set. That makes a huge difference. Now, you can argue it a number of different ways. You can argue it in terms of the US events are expected to have higher attendance. You could argue it, in fact, of the US scene is slightly more mature and more developed. Maybe it's got something to do with the entry fees, although I heard that the US ones are actually free to enter, although I've not been able to actually confirm that. So the point is, it seems like, although the prizes look kind of cool, they are not as good as the prizes were in the US. So we've basically got two options here. We can either get very sad about the fact that the prizes aren't great, or we can be happy about the fact that there's a big tournament happening in the UK with lots of prizes, although they might not be as good as the prizes in the US. I leave that up to you, ladies and gentlemen. I leave that up to you. As for the prizes for the team tournament, they're essentially the same. They're largely the same. The playmat is a team tournament playmat, but other than that, it's about the same. Doesn't make a huge difference. But of course, you've got to have a team to go with, unfortunately. If you don't have a team, bad news bears. So in terms of the prizes, let's have a quick look, shall we? So the event packs, which you get one of each of these for entering. Event pack 1, you can have one of these 10 cards, including, Time Patrol Trunks and Unwavering Solidarity Shagesh and all of that. Event pack 2, you can get one of these 8 cards, slightly smaller selection there. And you got things like Bold Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa or Last One Standing Son Goku. And event pack 3, we're back up to 10 cards, and you got stuff like Dragon Ball and Objection. In terms of the deck case, the Frieza design, it looks like this. On the one hand, it's beautiful and I love it. On the other hand, it's only being given to the top 3 finishers in each of the tournament, so that's not many. And the storage box looks a little bit like this. And the good news is the storage box is for everyone. Remember, just for entering, you get one of Event Pack 1, one of Event Pack 2, one of Event Pack 3, a playmat, and a large storage box. So I'm hoping, if nothing else, I can rock up for the beginning of one of these, play a round or two and drop if I need to, and get the participation prizes. That would make me happy. Now, in terms of the sleeves, you've got to make it to top 16 to get the sleeves. But when you do make it to top 16, you get these Gogeta sleeves. They're kind of cool. And in terms of the top loader, you've got to make it again to top 16 in order to be able to get it. But here's what it looks like. Isn't it lovely, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it lovely? Unfortunately, no word on the playmat yet. All we have is a placeholder image saying now designing. So hopefully that'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be cool. But we have no word on what it actually is at the moment. Now, in terms of the sealed tournaments, obviously these are going to be a cut above in terms of price because you've got to pay for the boosters. So the Series 4 sealed tournament, you get 6 packs of Series 4 with which to make your deck, and you get 1 power booster, and the power booster has one of 5 cards in, although you get 3 in there, but you know what I mean, there are 5 cards, you get 3 cards. Here are the ones that are in there. Cool. You then get card sleeves on the first day, and then there are 2 different top loaders. You get one on the first day, one on the second. Here's what you get on day 1, and here's what you get on day 2. Oh, and you want to know what the sleeves look like? Here's what the sleeves look like. So the prizes do change a little bit by day there. In terms of the Series 5 sealed tournament, once again, you get 6 packs of the relevant series. Once again, you get a power booster. Here are the 5 available cards in that particular booster. And again, you get card sleeves on day 1. And there are 2 different top loaders depending on which one you actually go for. Although again, they seem to be the same as they were before. And in terms of judging, if you're a normal judge, you get 10 packs of Volume 4, which look a bit like this. You get 10 packs of Volume 5, which look a little bit like this. And if you're a head judge, you get 20 packs of each of them, but you actually end up getting 4 packs each of Volume 4 Head Judge, which looks like this, and Volume 5 Head Judge, which looks a little bit like this. You will notice that the cards in each of them are the same. What's different is that you've got a different little level 2 stamp on there to show that you are a bigger, badder judge. So lots going on, lots of prizes available, lots of cool stuff going on. If I can make it to any of those tournaments, I will. I'll be in the hall, I'll be there that weekend. The only real question is, will I actually be around? Or will I be too busy with the Keyforge Vault Tour? Hopefully, I can do a little bit of both. Although if you are there that weekend, I will be running around, so do say hello. And if you want to find me, hit me up on Twitter. That's usually the best way to figure out where I am. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little bit excited. I'm crossing my fingers I can actually play along. I would like to know how excited you are. Are you annoyed by the prizes? Are you just excited it's happening? Go nuts in the comment section. But please do remember the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Be nice, would you? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk about games like Dragon Ball and Keyforge and a whole bunch of others. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.